The Miller's Tale, retold by Lisa Wanda, Gorpu Tokpa, and Jennifer Vu, Hour 2. A bar full of pilgrims was a miller. He loved to tell stories, mostly thrillers. Drinking was his favorite hobby, for when he was known to be quite snobby. The host asked for a tale from the monk. The miller interrupted, obviously drunk.
To huff and swear, by blood and bones and belly. I got a noble story I can tell you.
Now hold on, Robin, dear old brother. We'll get another man to tell another.
Let me talk is in the Constitution. Have a better story, one about prostitution.
No one wants to hear stories about pimps and hoes.
Fine.
The miller replied.
Then I would just go.
Good, we don't care.
Shouted the reeve.
Pack up your bottles and go ahead. Leave.
Shush, shush, everyone hush. He has a right to share his tale. Just prepare to blush. With that, the miller began without a care.
The story I tell is fact, I swear.
The story begins with a wealthy man named John. When it came to love, he was quite a moron. Not to mention he wasn't smart in life, nor in Mayan history, friends, or choice of wife. He married a woman, a girl. Being a senior himself, it was enough to make anyone hurl. Her name was Allison, aka John's queen. A young beauty of no more than 18. She was attractive, fair-skinned, and smelled oh so good, just as a sugar baby should. This he knew that she was out of his league.
No ways my body was keeping her intrigued.
He kept her confined, a marriage so loveless.
Never will I admit that I'm overly jealous.
How is it that John has so much money? Enough for a soup, gardener, and desirable honey? Oh wait, the gardener! I almost forgot. Without him, the story would be a story, not. This lad was known as Nicholas the Gallant, and making love in secret was his talent. He works in the garden and does the landscape. Until he saw Allison, he wasn't one known to gape. One rare day, as she was walking, he ran up to her secretly and started talking.
Oh God, I love you. Can't you see it? If I don't have you, it's the end of me.
He grabbed her hand and she pulled away.
I love you.
He repeated, "What is that you say?"
Let me take your hand, I'll make love worthwhile. Forget about your husband, whose age stretches by the mile. Just think of his hair, each one completely gray.
She thought for a second. Okay. Little did Nicholas know, he wasn't the only one. Someone else was wooing Allison, and his name was Al-Salon. She didn't love him, yet accepted his gifts. Perhaps I'll use him to get a facelift. To get her alone as soon as he can, he needed John out of the way. He needed a plan.
I know, I'll bring something dreaded. For sure he will believe it. He is stupid.
The next day...
Oh good John, I must bring you to alert. I have found something ancient in the dirt.
What is it?
Said John.
Have you found treasure in my backyard pond?
No. While digging with my bulldozer, I found a real-life Mayan calendar.
Nicholas explained that from his delve, he learned all life will cease on December 21st, 2012.
Oh no, Nicholas, this means something I fear. It means the end of the war is near.
Yes, but hey, we don't have to die. I know how to save you, Allison, and of course I.
It is up to us to continue life. Tell me how to save my beloved wife.
Go outside into the snow and dig up from the ground beans of cocoa. And I want you now at once to hurry off and fetch a shallow tub of kneading trough. Everyone knows the strength of ceramic. It will be as safe as a house made of brick.
So John hurriedly dug deep into the snow in hope of some cocoa beans to show. He came in at last with nothing to behold.
I'm tired, wet, and above all cold.
He sniffled and wheezed, then coughed and sneezed. He felt incredibly sick, as if he just returned from the Arctic. Oh dear, my dear, you look quite ill. Here, drink this bottle of NyQuil.
John, you should sleep. You look tired. I'll wake you when it starts raining fire.
The three sat and waited. There was not one peep. Allison and Nick waited for John to sleep. It didn't take long. It wasn't a bore, because at less than 5, John started to snore. Due to John's torture throughout the day, their plan was now fully in play. Allison giggled. Thanks to your wit, my husband is asleep. Now we can do it. Outside the window, as if on cue, sang Albison, ready to pursue.
Sweet cinnamon, my pretty little bird. Sweetheart, wake up and say a little word. You seldom think of me in all my woe. I sweat for love of you wherever I go. All I ask from you, Allison, is just one kiss. After that, I will be dismissed.
All right, you fool. But then we'll be done, for I've discovered I love only one. At the last minute, she decided to joke and put her dog out the window. I hope you choke. Albison, ready for some action, kissed heavily as if it had been a makeout session. Realizing joke too late, he began to boil with hate.
Ah! Ah! That was gross. I was expecting something more like glucose.
To make things worse, he heard two laughing and wished them both a curse.
I will take my soul and sell it to the devil to be revenged upon him. I will get level.
He ran across the road thinking, who needs a spouse? It was then he saw the perfect house.
This is perfect. I need nothing more. I will get her back with this Christmas decor.
In all his anger, he planned to burn her. Under the window as before, he began to curse more and more. Nicholas heard the words spoke and decided to play another joke.
Kiss this.
He said, acting on his ego, and stuck his naked butt out the window.
Ow! Fire!
Shouted Nicholas.
Fire! Fire! Alas!
John woke up from his slumber and shouted,
Is it the inn?
groggily in his blunder. People came running to see what was the matter. They saw no world ending, just a Mad Hatter. Look, he must have taken a pill. Ah, see that? Empty NyQuil. They saw no fire at the house either, just as ugly. They concluded, he's just a druggie. This all happened because of infidelity, money, and a pet. I'm surprised the world hasn't ended yet.